hello listeners. Welcome back to Bingkai Suara with me, Olivia. For today's episode, we have a London-based singer-songwriter, TikTok sensation, Kat Canning with us. Hello, Kat Canning. How are you?
Hi, good. How are you?
I'm so good. I'm so great. You look so pretty today.
Oh, so do you.
Oh my god, thank you. Anyway, congratulations on your latest EP, entitled "Tell Me Things You Won't Take Back." After your last EP was "Love the Madness" in 2020, am I right?
Yeah, yes. And thank you.
Yes. And talking about your new EP, this is your second EP after you are previously releasing the single "The Ruler," which I really like so much. The people pleaser anthem.
Yes.
And how long does it take for you to prepare your newest EP? Tell me things that you won't take back.
Oh, wow. So I started writing it I guess it was a year and a half ago. And I got it all produced, well, with my producer Joe in November of last year. So I've had these songs for a really long time. And I've just kind of been waiting to put them out and for the right time and everything. And so the whole EP kind of took like a year and a half, which is longer than it usually takes me to put out stuff. But it was really nice because it was like a slower process, like a way slower process than I'm used to. But yeah, I'm so happy they're out now. But I've had them for a while, so I'm so sick of them. I'm so sick of every song. I'm like, get it out. But
I'm
I
so
love them, so I'm happy they're
Yeah,
out.
I love it too because some of your songs in this EP is really relatable and I really like it.
Thank
But what
you.
I'm what I'm curious about is what is the story behind the title? Why do you choose "Tell Me Things You Won't Take Back" as the title?
Oh my goodness. So I wrote the first song I wrote for the EP without even knowing that I was going to make an EP was Maybe, the title, like the track that inspired the title, because I say, talk so softly, whatever, tell me things you won't take back right before the chorus and maybe. And then when we were picking the EP, I'm so bad at EP titles and knowing what to summarize things in. I can talk a lot, but I can't summarize. So it's really hard for me to choose what an entire project is going to be called. And so I just wrote out all my lyrics, and I feel like that was the one that kind of just stuck with me the most and kind of made the EP summarized it the most. But yeah, that was it.
All right, all right. But do you have it has 8 tracks in it, and out of that
Yeah.
8 tracks on your EP, what is your favorite track so far?
Oh my goodness. I feel like it changes when I write them because I get really excited and then I'll listen to them a whole bunch and then I'll get sick of them and then I'll go to a different favorite. But I think right now my favorite's probably Maybe because I feel like that
Hmm.
song's been the one I come back to the most. Maybe and Stupid. Stupid's just really fun and Maybe is really sad. So those are my two moods.
Okay,
But
interesting
yeah.
to hear that.
Mhm.
But after we are talking about your EP, let's talk about yourself.
Okay.
So after I dig deeper to your profile, I heard that you were born in Canada. Is it right?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I live.
Yeah.
Well, I only moved to London 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm from a town outside of Vancouver called Abbotsford.
But you recently moved to London. So now you're
Yeah,
in London.
yeah, yeah. I
Okay.
live in London now.
Okay. Could you tell us why you decided to move to London and live in London until now?
Yeah, I was living in Vancouver for so long and I loved it. And I came to London once for a show or just to travel as I did after high school. And I loved it so much. And I thought the music scene was so amazing. And I really wanted to write for other people as well. And so I thought that this would be a really good city to do it in. And I kind of came here once for 3 days and fell in love with it. And it's really easy to move here if you're Canadian because we're under the Commonwealth. And so I moved
Oh,
only a few months after I visited for the first time. And I thought I was only going to stay for a year, but now it's 3 years later.
yeah. I think London really suits you now because you love London, right? So,
I love it. Thank you. Yeah, I love it. British people are really funny.
and really?
Yeah, which I didn't expect. Well, I kind of did. but it's really
Oh.
it's kind of similar humor to Canada, but they're really funny.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it took a bit of adjusting, but now that I've been here for so long, I just like couldn't imagine leaving. But I love it.
Oh. What's so funny in London's people, like, is it the way they talk or the way they behave or something like that that you really find like, oh, I love London.
Yeah, they're just really sarcastic and like
Oh.
really dry. Yeah,
Oh.
and I love it.
I didn't
It's so
expect
funny.
Oh my God, I didn't expect them to. I mean, London is in UK, and I never been to UK before, and I see that UK is a royal things, and
Mhm.
I believe, I think
Yeah,
London people behave really royally. So I don't.
that's kind of what I
And
thought as
you
well.
mentioned that.
But
I know,
some
right?
people
So
do.
when you said that, oh, also people
Yeah,
do, but some people are
yeah,
dry.
really dry humor. It's really funny.
Oh, oh my
Yeah.
God, oh my. That's kind of news to me, but I'm so happy to find out that London people, some of them are really sarcastic.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's talk about some of your songs. So, after I dig into your Spotify and I found a lot of relatable songs that really punch me in the heart,
Oh,
and
thank you.
one of them is "Cannot Wait to Be Pretty."
Oh
Well,
yeah.
I also cannot wait to be pretty too. And
That one hurts me as well.
oh, you are hurt. Yeah. I mean, it is our national anthem of insecurity then.
Yes. Um,
Yes. But
oh
what
sorry.
I'm curious about is, yes,
Yes.
have you ever felt any struggle to fit into the community in the new place? And talking about your now moving in London and you before you are spending your time as a Canadian living in the Canada, and now you are moving to London, and I believe that you try to fit into the community to some funny people that you mentioned before. Like, how do you
Mhm.
uh encourage yourself to, I know I can fit
Yeah.
into the community.
I think that was a lot of what Can't Wait to Be Pretty was about. It was like I felt like I needed to wait till a certain point in my life to feel really like comfortable and like feel like myself. And so when I moved to London, it was great. And it was scary, but it was really great because it felt like a blank slate. And I think for the first like year it was really hard because it was COVID. But then I met so many like amazing friends. And I feel like I just like clung to the people who like made me feel the most at home. And so like by doing that, I kind of met all these friends where like now London feels like home and I love like my roommates and I love a lot of my friends. And so it's just like it feels like home now, but it took a while. I feel like it's just like going to a lot of things and making sure I like made an effort with every first person I met. And yeah, I feel like not being afraid to be homesick as well. I was really homesick in the first year. But it kind of like it doesn't go away, but it kind of fades a bit. And so it's a lot easier now. But I'm not sure if I'd move again to somewhere, but because it's like restarting all over, but I love it. It's like the best thing I think I've ever done. But yeah.
Yeah, I think homesick is pretty common if you are new to some community or new to your new environment. But well, everything will goes well and everything will goes easy as time goes by. So maybe
Yeah,
homesick is pretty common, and we have to
totally.
endure it.
I
Oh
think
yeah.
too, like meeting friends who are also from abroad. A lot of my friends are from Australia or Canada or the States or like different places. And so they all feel the same. So I I have a lot of like English friends in my friend group, but half of them are like from other countries. So it was great. Like we've all got to kind of like relate to each other when it comes to that.
Okay. Last but not least, question for Kate. What is the message that you want to deliver in this EP?
My goodness. Wow, that's really good. Um, I feel like writing the CP for me was like a, like an okay thing to like it made me feel okay about like all my feelings towards like someone. And yeah, I feel like it's just like we all go through like so much stuff every year, every day. And I feel like it's just it was like kind of giving myself permission to like feel all those things. And so it's good to be kind of messy and not perfect all the time. And I feel like that's kind of what I wanted to like, and just because you're seeing someone that doesn't work out doesn't mean it's like the end of the world. Yeah. I think it's a good like there's so many moments in that and like allowing yourself to kind of feel those things. I guess that's what the message would be.
Yes, totally agree. It doesn't mean that the world is apocalypsing and then you end your life now. No, guys, your face is
Exactly.
still long ahead. So please,
Yes.
yes. Thank you so much, Kate, for coming to this
Thank
talk
you.
show. We
Thank
cannot wait
you.
for your next project and next tour, hopefully.
Thank you. I'm
And
really
thank
excited too.
Oh my God, me too. And thank you, listener, for always listening to Bingkai Suara. And the podcast will always be available on any podcast streaming platform. See you on the next episode, listener. Goodbye.
Bye.